this point wheelchair, but we could try to ask and pray for this issue. If you would find an appropriate solution, leave your address and name, phone number, and we will contact you. He called, after that call, a few friends in the church and asked if there are any kind of potential to help this person. Then they went to this lady's house who called in this need. Someone went and washed the windows, and the other one washed the floors. Then they tried to find out how much the money would be needed to repair the wheelchair. There was a man who had tools, and he came to that lady and repaired that wheelchair in that very moment. The lady said, "It is not important that my wheelchair is now repaired, but the more important is that I seem to have friends." There must come that kind of calls that are provocative in nature.
Скажите, вы позвонили, чтобы оставить ваш адрес? Нет. Извините, я не могу дальше продолжить с вами разговор.
And you are saying, you have called here for the purpose to order the book. If you say just no, I'm sorry, I have now rush hour in the call center. Very good day, and then you can close that discussion, call later back.
Которым лишь бы задавать вопросы. Их не интересует ответ, их интересует процесс, чтобы загнать вас в тупик в какой-то.
There are such individuals who are just calling for argumentation. They just want to argument. That kind of discussion is leading to nowhere.
Они из моего же ответа берут основания для нового вопроса, чтобы только загнать меня в тупик.
I remember the first times when we were talking with the people in the phone, this kind of persons. I asked to the person's questions, and then they took more fuel to the next question, and it was endless argumentation. For that very purpose, that they could say or exercise their own gift. You can thank for the good call, and now I close this call. But if you have time, no one is not saying that you could not exercise your gift with this kind of scholar. Iron, burst the iron. Just sharpen a little bit iron if you have appropriate time for that. Might be even coming a blessing.
Проекту есть не только положительное внимание, к нему есть и отрицательное внимание. И могут позвонить либо корреспонденты СМИ, либо еще какие-то люди.
Majority of the callers in calling, they are interested in the book or what is question about, and there are persons who are not interested in a good sense why you are here.
У нас на постсоветском пространстве это еще и представители власти могут звонить.
In Russia, the situation is that officials and government people might call that they don't tell who they are
У вас
on
не
the phone.
обязательно должна быть вся информация, чтобы вы могли ответить этим людям. Это не ваша задача.
Our task is not that we will control all potential information, that we would respond every
Вы можете
question
этому
to these
человеку
people.
сказать, оставьте, пожалуйста, ваши координаты, я передам руководителю проекта.
You can say, leave your contact information. We will deliver your inquiry and your call to our person in charge, our leaders.
Информацию, то, что вам нужно. Руководитель перезвонит вам.
And our leaders will call you
Пожалуйста,
later,
вашу
and
фамилию,
then you
имя,
can
отчество,
discuss
вашу
with them.
должность и телефон, куда вам перезвонить.
You can even ask, can you give us your name, first name and last name, your occupation, That will tell a
Возможно,
lot.
я телефонист, который
They
сейчас
give that.
говорю, а руководитель стоит рядом.
It might happen.
Не зовите руководителя
The
сразу.
person is discussing in the phone, but the person in charge
Запишите.
is there, and you can ask that he can take. You don't need to ask the person who is in charge, but write down all the information and give that paper to your superior, even he would be behind your shoulder.
Возможно, он позвонит другому из команды, и кто-то вспомнит этого корреспондента, и будут уже знать, что ждать от этого человека, почему он позвонил.
If you are realizing that this name is very familiar, you might call. The leader might call to other person. And there is something familiar with this name. Do you know this guy? Oh. If you are giving directly that phone to your superior, he cannot prepare appropriately to that important phone
Но
call
будьте внимательны и
if you
готовы к
give that phone
таким
suddenly to the superior. You need to be prepared for this kind of situations. When we arranged Megacity campaign in Ufa, in Ural area, in Russia,
центр, то есть телефонный центр выше на этаж.
Campaign office was in 2 floors, and in upstairs we had that in the second floor all the
Но
phones,
еще не
the phone
настало
call
время
center.
работы, мы еще нигде не дали его телефон, чтобы люди звонили.
It was on the beginning stage of the campaign when ads were not on the polls or anywhere, and the preparation period was in a final stage. And the calls would start normally next day or day after that.
Которая была необходима.
I was sitting downstairs there, and I was working in my
Мне
own
стало
issues there,
дискомфортно в этом помещении.
and I felt a little bit inconvenient, and I had to start to move. I thought, if I am
Я
silent
вам
for a
честно
while,
признаюсь, я вообще ленивый человек. Ленивый. Я думаю, я
I
сейчас поднимусь
tell you that I'm a lazy person. I went to the second floor where the phones are.
Я почитаю книгу,
I read a little bit book there,
я откинусь в кресло,
and I got sleep
и 30
and went
минут у меня
down
будут откровения от
backwards on
Бога.
the sofa. And for 30 minutes I see a
Так,
wonderful
со сновидениями в Иерусалиме.
dreams or revelations.
Да. И я ушел наверх.
Actually, I went to
И
the
там был
upstairs.
дежурный, который
Nevertheless,
следил за имуществом. Он не был подготовлен говорить на телефоне.
there was the person who was
И
on charge,
я посидел,
who
может быть,
was
7 минут.
responding to the phone. I was there for
Раздался
7
звонок на
minutes.
телефоне.
The
Я
phone
посмотрел на
rang.
дежурного, он на меня.
I look at the attendant, and the attendant looks to me.
Но я
I'm
думаю,
not
я
ready
только
at
что
this
учил
moment
телефонистов, как
to
отвечать.
respond. Vasily had just
У меня была
prepared the
выключена
same kind of
сеть, он мог позвонить.
situation to the large crowd, and that's why he took the phone. And he was wondering who is calling, because it's still 2 days to
Либо это в
the start of the
типографии
campaign.
рабочие, работая с нашей рекламой, увидели телефон и решил кто-то позвонить.
There were two options. Either the book publisher is calling more information about the book, or potentially one of the pastors are calling in.
Они
know.
решили проверить, как там наши люди работают.
Who just try to check how this phone call center is working. That might happen as well.
других людей.
But nevertheless, I have to take this call as I teach others. And after the call, I responded to the questions. And the person on the other part, they were very demanding and difficult questions.
С православием.
The person asked, what kind of relation do you have to the government? What kind of relation do you have to Orthodox
Поскольку я
Church?
был информирован, я старался дать максимально корректные, выдержанные ответы.
I tried very correctly respond to this question, what
Разговор не
it's
был
all
очень
about.
короткий, но не был очень длинный.
The discussion was not
И
very
закончился он,
short, but it was
поблагодарил меня за
not long
информацию
as
и
well.
положил трубку.
And the person asked and thanks
Я
about the
сел, пытаюсь
information and
читать и дремать.
hangs the line.
Siinä sitten sen jälkeen päätin nukahtaa.
After
No
that, I
nичего не
decided to
получалось.
sleep,
Se nukahtaminen ei oikein onnistunut.
but
Мне
it
стало
was
дискомфортно
not.
в этом помещении.
I was not successful.
Mukava olo.
I had still inconvenient
Я вернулся обратно туда,
mood.
откуда я пришел.
Palasin ensimmäisen kerroksen.
I returned